everyone. Hi.
Hi.
This is Edward. Edward, the little SEPTA engineer. He joined the show. I don't know what he's doing, but I guess I started late because it's almost 6 o'clock. Oh yeah, you got your Market Frankfurt LT shirt. See, you can't quite see it on the thing because it doesn't go that far down. But okay, you're wearing your other shirt. Okay, cool.
And blue pants.
And blue pants. He's blue and blue and blue. All right, cool. And he's got a blue hat on. There you go.
SEPTA hat.
SEPTA hat. All right. Thanks, Ed. All right. Welcome. You're probably like, what show am I watching? Welcome to 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. It is 6 o'clock. Okay, Ed. Okay, whatever. Anyway, it's live. As you can tell, there's a little bouncing boy in the background. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for liking and subscribing to the site. We got over 60 subscribers, or we only got a couple more left, and there's a cat too. Care of the boy. Again, 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Good morning. Okay. And someone's trying to make me a YouTube guy here. Again, this proves why getting up at 5 a.m. and not 6 o'clock and doing the show helps to make the show. Anyway, okay. So what we do, it's Saturday. We talk about a couple of things related to Scrum and some ideas and thoughts and processes like that. And then, so I'm going to do two things. I'm going to talk about the Agile Manifesto value, working software over comprehensive documentation. I'll talk about that just a little bit because I talk about that a lot when I share with those different people that are learning about Agile and things like that. And then we're going to talk about development and just the process of coming up with this where we are today on the YouTube. So I just want to show you how that would work, how that works in the Agile world where you don't have all the answers. Good morning. All right, good morning. Good morning. Okay. So working software over comprehensive documentation. So I always tell people that and ask them what do they think what that means, right? And there's a whole litany of answers they give. But one of the answers I like to give is the fact that actually having working software. Think of it the old days back when everybody's, I guess they're doing it now again too, right? Living in the parents' garage or basement. They write software code, and the only way they got paid is if they actually delivered software to the customers. And they had everything. Thanks. It wasn't about giving them a manual, right? So when, Bill Gates and all those guys, they worked from home and the founders of Apple, they didn't get paid until they actually delivered some software to their customer that wanted to do MS-DOS or Windows or whatever it was. And not like people work today in office. They can work for they got used to working for 6, 12, 2 years on software, and then they delivered the software. Well, in the original days, you didn't make any money, right? You couldn't buy your lunch. You wouldn't be able to pay your rent or anything like that. So it was a real quest for delivering software. And I think when they wrote that manifesto, they were looking to go back to those kind of days where what it was like when they were doing it when they were younger, and they would just code software, get paid, and deliver a product and keep going. And they saw a lot of people getting away from that. And they wanted to bring people back. We were spending way too much time documenting the software rather than delivering good product for people. And I can give an example where I, more recent, it's just like that. Had a project, and I tell this to everybody, so it's not like anything new. We were building a Bradley fighting vehicle, new thing for the Army. My group, we built up three vehicles, new hardware, new software, new touchscreens, new database software, new user interface, all this kind of product in less than a year. and we showed it to the customer, and we did internal demos every month just to see how it was going. So even though it wasn't Agile Scrum, it was Agile. I was doing it before I kind of knew what had the definition Scrum and all the terms and everything. Where every month I had my software engineers and my system engineers, testing engineers, all the different type of people demoing work once every month, and we all saw the progression. And in fact, invited the customer as we went to see the progression every couple demos. And we delivered working software. The competition, a giant spec, this big. What do you think the Army wanted to have? The giant spec or working software they can touch on the vehicle? It was working software. So that's the difference between let's document the heck out of this, develop nothing, and just have a piece of paper which no one can use, or actually build something as we go and do some documentation. So I want to make a point. It's not about no documentation. It's about having software over comprehensive documentation. So you do have software as you go, some software, some things, how to do some things, but you really don't have detailed instruction manuals or draw, just detailed stuff. The only reason why we have some detailed stuff is so we can recreate it. You don't want custom job like all hand done. I've been there before. It just goes wrong. Okay, so that was just one brief. I'll talk more about the Agile values as we go and different stories, but I just want to talk about comprehensive software and delivering software so you get paid versus writing a big document and not getting paid. So even though the documentation is important, it's more important to get paid. You can always follow up with documentation or document as you go. A lot of times you may know, I've seen it where in world where they deliver software, and based on the number of quality calls they get, they start writing documentation to match what the customer needs to know, which may even be a better way of doing it, because then you're writing value-based documentation that actually has value, where if you feel like you're getting a lot of customer calls on a particular piece of software you're drawing, then document how to fix that. So it has that, and that's good, valuable documentation, because one, you can post it up on the internet on your site, or you can give it to your quality people so they can answer. Anyway, what are you doing?
My hat on Bubbles.
Putting your hat on Bubbles. Okay. Bubbles is going to wear a SEPTA hat. It's SEPTA driver. Gotcha.
It doesn't like to wear my hat.
Okay. So the other item I want to talk about, because we're at the 8-minute mark, is developing software and or development process in general. I'm going to talk about this UT project a little bit. When I first started this, and this is like product development or a product owner type thing, as well as development process. For me as a product owner, when I first started this project, I thought I was going to record stuff. I have my video cam. I got all these other extra piece of equipment, and I was going to record these episodes, and then I was going to edit them in my Adobe products. And then after I edited them, I was going to load it up. I was going to put words on it and all kinds of intro and songs and who knows what else I was going to put on. And then I was going to upload it to YouTube and the other channels and stuff like that. Well, when I did episode 1, that's on there, that's recorded, I learned that it took like a half hour for my processing software to process the video after I edited it. And then after that was done, it took another half hour or so for YouTube to absorb it and promote it on the site. So from what I would do, it took 15 minutes to do the show, took an hour to process it and post it and get it up there. So that's why I went live, because I went from an hour-long process, right? So it's the same product, right? Same product, except not so many fancy graphics, which is okay. I can deal with that. And I think YouTube can. You don't care. So it's an hour long to now instantly, right? So something that was like a 3-point story for first time trying it. I've never done it before, which we started. Now I got the process down to a 1-point story because I hate using partial point stories. So it's a 1-point story. It takes like 2 minutes maybe at that. So the only thing I do now, and once it's live, it's up, and then all I do is go back and I do the thumbnail. And what I do on that one, that also took longer. When I first did the thumbnail, I thought I started doing it, and then my first thumbnail took, an hour to do. First time. So it's like the first sprint takes an hour, more points. How do I do a thumbnail? What it's going to look like? But then I built it in Photoshop, and I had the layers. So now I just change a couple words. Oh, I'll fix that in a second, Ed. Okay. Helping. And it's live. And that's Eddie. Right, Ed? Okay. Live. This is why we do 5 a.m. Mester Scrum and not 6 a.m. Mester Scrum, because nobody's up at 5 a.m. here in the household. Right, Ed? Yeah, upset for Eddie, right? He's here. Cats, maybe. Cats are awake. Okay, good.
Cats are awake.
Okay. So again, just talking about, product development. Eddie, you're shaking the table, please. No, seriously. On the table. No? Okay. Oh. Anyway. He doesn't know. Anyway, so if the picture shakes, it's the boy. All right. And I apologize, but that's okay. It's live and it's entertaining. You're probably like, he's gonna kill him. He's gonna chase after him in 2 seconds to go get him. He's over there building Legos on the table, so that's why we're a family table here. But anyway, so develop that process going from an hour-long development for the video to nothing and getting it live, so you have content. And I'm producing product from an MVP perspective. It's awesome, right? And then also from like doing the thumbnail, just something that was a 3-point story. I wanted to do the thumbnail, and I got it down to where all I have to do is grab the picture that we have on there, put that in the thumbnail, and that's done within like a minute or two. And do I need to help you? Okay, you're happy now. He's happy. Okay. So, and that's a distraction. That's how you get this done. Blockers, right? Anyway, and it got down quicker and faster. So that's a 1-point story now. Because all I do is do the text and post it up, and then it's all done. So with the first 15 minutes of recording, within 15 minutes, it's all published, done, and out there, and I'm out working out. So my mornings are, I get up at 4:30, get to here, do the show at 5 to 5:15, working on the show. 5:15 to 5:30, processing it, and then 5:30 to 6, I go out for a bike ride. I get some exercise for a half hour, and then I come back, and then the kids are awake, looking for food and getting ready for school. So 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Please like and subscribe. We're getting there. A lot of the friends from LinkedIn and connections are coming over and liking the show, so it's awesome. And we'll talk more tomorrow, Sunday. Tomorrow I want to get up at 5 a.m. so I have to get the extra entertainment value, though you might like it. You like it. But thanks for coming. And again, please like and subscribe to 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Share with your friends. If you type Scrum in YouTube, that we're coming up in the rankings just for the amount of content and people watching it. So that's awesome, right? We'll get there. So more people will find us. And I just do this for the fun of it and to share thoughts and get feedback. And at some point, give me some comments. So all my friends who are watching this video, comment, send me some LinkedIn comments. Look up Mester, M-E-S-T-E-R, in LinkedIn. You'll find me. I think it says Agile Cheerleader on it. Try to stick out. And be good. Thank you very much. 14:48, under the 15-minute mark. And have a great day. Subscribe. 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. And you have a great happy scrumming. And there's Eddie. He wants to be in the show. He wants to do YouTube so badly. All right, there's your scepter shirt. There you go. Now we're not there yet. We're ending now. Say bye.
Bye.
All right.